What's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Chris here on Spurs Spotlight, and we're here with another banger.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Today, let me settle in. Hold on. Alright, today, as you can see by the title, the Spurs are high on Devin Carter. I'm pretty sure y'all know my feelings on Devin Carter. If you don't, go look at the Spurs tier list. However, it might have changed. I've done a little bit more research on Devin Carter. I even watched his interview on The Ringer. And man, I'm getting scared. He looks like a real Spursy pick. Just even by the way he was talking, it might be a stretch, but he sounds mature, and he just sounds like a hard worker that the Spurs would like to draft. As you can see, the Dunk Central posted, the San Antonio Spurs are reportedly high on Devin Carter, but these aren't the only signs pointing to Devin Carter. After doing more research today, I don't hate the pick, but do I love it? I don't think so. I don't think I love it. Now, he's really good on the defensive end. He's solid all around. Like, if we were to draft him, I think he'd come in better than any guard in the draft just because his age. But what really concerns me is his ceiling. I don't know his ceiling on in the NBA. He reminds me of a Jose Alvarado, but obviously he's going to be better than that. I feel like he's a backup point guard. But as we get closer to the draft, I just feel like the Spurs are just looking to get better, you know? And Devin Carter does make the Spurs better, but I don't know what he does for their ceiling necessarily. We have a post here by the Ty Yeager. Y'all go ahead, give him a follow. According to Kelly Eco of The Athletic, the Spurs were impressed by Devin Carter in a private workout. Eco has Carter going 8th in their latest mock draft. It's no surprise that Carter impressed in a private workout for the Spurs this past week, according to league sources. So they had a private workout with Devin Carter, and they were impressed by him. The top two guards that the Spurs are looking at are Devin Carter and Stephen Castle. Rob Dillingham is my favorite point guard of the draft. This could be just because his offensive upside. I really like the flashiness he plays with and the creativeness he plays with on the court. But I'm starting to think that the Spurs are going to buy into the defensive end, and that's what's going to ultimately help them decide their draft pick. As we get closer and closer, I don't think Rob Dillingham is going to be drafted by the Spurs, even though he is polling to get drafted by the Spurs. Over here, we got our boy Spurs Reporter again. I actually commented on this. I said, "I love you, Spurs Reporter." And I swear he liked it. He liked it, but he unliked it. I saw him like it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's cool. But then he unliked it, so it's still shout out to Spurs Reporter. I still love him, but I don't know why he unliked my comment. Maybe he doesn't like us over here. But we have love for you, Spurs Reporter. So you'll come back around. He posted, just after we pondered out loud the question most Spurs fans have been asking, Jonathan Givony, the ESPN insider, has just confirmed that not only did Stephen Castle work out for the Spurs, but San Antonio brought in Devin Carter to work out against him. So this is why I'm thinking that the Spurs are between Stephen Castle and Devin Carter. If y'all didn't know, they also did this 2 years ago with Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley. They had them to work out against each other, and Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham were going at it. And I think that's ultimately why they drafted them both, although they didn't think that Malachi Branham would fall to the spot that he did. I don't know if history is repeating itself, if they're going to take Devin Carter and Stephen Castle. I don't think that's going to happen because you don't take two guards. Obviously, they're going to take a wing. I'm thinking they're going to take a wing. I'd be surprised if they didn't. And they're having Castle and Carter battle it out. Now, I don't know who got the best of who in this workout, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm going Devin Carter for sure, just because he's older and more experienced. Just because of his age, I feel like that gives him an edge, especially at this point in time. Castle could be a couple years out of developing into his full form, while Carter has already got an idea of who he's going to be and how he plays. But that doesn't mean Carter's better than Castle. Obviously, he's going to come in more NBA ready. But man, I don't know who the Spurs are going to decide, who they're going to pick for these guard spots. Y'all leave it down below in the comments. Who would y'all prefer? At this point, Give me Castle over Carter just because of the upside, but I feel like the Spurs are just looking to get better. Like, I don't know if they're going for upside, and what I'm thinking right now is that they're gonna take a wing with that 4th pick, and then whoever falls to the 8th pick, I don't know if Castle's gonna fall. There has been reports of him ducking workouts from teams that have a point guard. Right here by Evan Cedri. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, but y'all go follow him. There are whispers of Stephen Castle and his camp potentially not being willing to do pre-draft workouts for teams with starting point guards already in place. Castle views himself as a point guard. He was a 5-star recruit at the position before arriving at UConn. Teams interested like Hornets, Blazers, and Grizzlies could be impacted because they all have point guards. So I'm thinking if the Spurs were to take a wing at 4, I think they could go either Buzelis or Holland. I think those are the 2 picks that the Spurs should look at for the 4th pick. And then with Castle not doing workouts, I think he could easily fall to 8, especially because these teams have point guards, and he said that he doesn't want to go. Although the NBA teams could still draft him, and there's nothing really he could do about it. I think it could be a little risky to wait to 8 to try and get Castle, but I wouldn't be mad if they did that and he's not there, because then you could go for Rob Dillingham again, or Devin Carter. But I don't know, man. I'm leaning a little bit towards Stephen Castle. I know there's a lot of controversy about his offense, but I'm willing to live with it. I think he'll eventually grow in on the offensive end. So yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all are thinking. Devin Carter, Stephen Castle. Out of the 2, leave down below in the comments who would y'all want, and also who you would want for the 4th pick. Y'all let me know down in the comments, man. Other than that, it's been your boy Chris here on Spurs Spotlight. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, get all your Spurs news here, and I'll catch y'all boys later, man. I'm out. Peace.